Hey, what up, guys? We got a very quick STL 316 episode going on right now. It's going to be my boy, the Doctor of Style Sith, is what we're going to call him for right now. I'm going to be the the rated R sports star is what we'll be notified here on this wrestling podcast, part of the new content released by STL Sweep the League. Be sure to tune in to Sweep the League TV tonight with myself and Derek Irvin. Any questions you got on guys, leave them on the chat. We are going live right now. Let's bring on Sith and get the reason why we're on here. We're going about 10 minutes here. So, Sith, the Doctor of Style Sith, I'm going to go with that because it's kind
Yo,
of
I
old
like
school
that. I
to me.
like that. How's it
What do
going,
we,
buddy?
it's going good, man. What do we got going on here? The reason why we went live on this show, again, providing content, wrestling content to everybody out there. But the biggest reason why that we are talking is the merger that was announced today. TNA, WWE merging. The details basically it says WWE and TNA Wrestling today announced a multi-year partnership aimed at creating unprecedented crossover opportunities within WWE and TNA programming for NXT superstars and TNA wrestling stars. Quick breakdown of it, Sith. You are the wrestling god here for our STL content. You also have content in your way. You and Brandon Big Poppy Medina were down for the count. That'll be returning very, very soon. But for here,
Yes,
for
sir.
STL, you're going to be our wrestling content guy. What's going on with this merger, real quick here?
Alrighty, as y'all wrestling fans know, during the Vince McMahon era, he was very strict about wrestlers appearing in other promotions. We had a couple of superstars actually get released after being filmed in the crowd during a Impact back in the day, right? Impact Wrestling used to be the main show on Spike TV. Well, anyways, today WWE announced a merger with TNA Impact. So Vince McMahon's out there losing his head somewhere because this is what us wrestling fans call the forbidden door. Well, that door has been opened, y'all. Um, Last year we got glimpses of, I mean, cracks in the door. Got some glimpses. During the Royal Rumble, we had Jordan Grace, who was the TNA Impact champion at the time,
Yeah.
appear. Just recently we had the Rascals on. But what this merger means is that we'll be able to not only showcase superstars from WWE, but also our NXT people who don't get a run at the main roster yet. We might go ahead and catch them on TNA Impact and making their pop over there. Same as their people. Like for example, Joe Hendry had a breakout year, and it all started with an NXT appearance. He actually got voted, I believe, NXT Moment of the Year. And that says a lot coming from someone from a different promotion. So
Yeah.
I'm really looking forward to this merger. There was talks before the AEW and New Japan Pro Wrestling merger that WWE was going to get the first crack at that. But I'm not disappointed that they linked up with TNA instead. Whoa, first, right? That
Yeah.
means we might there's a chance we might be seeing the likes of Nick Namath, who is their world champion, formerly known as Dolph Ziggler. Um they have some WWE legends on the roster too, like the Hardys. I mean, who doesn't love the Hardys, Rudy? Every time they came out, you got that sudden urge to jump off the table, jump off your couch. Just pretend it was a 15-foot ladder. We both know it. We wouldn't get that high. Personally, I'm afraid of heights, so that couldn't be me.
I
we
hear you.
have we have Tommy Dreamer on that roster. Let's see, Moose, Joe Hendry, like I said, the Hardys, Nick Namath. Man, just the possibilities are endless when it comes to collaborations, right? Just recently, which I mean, I guess I should have waited on this merger. The Motor City Machine Guns
Mhm.
left TNA Impact, came to WWE, won the title within 2 weeks,
Yeah.
only to lose it the following week, right? But had we known about this merger, we kind of been like, all right, they should just wait it off and, giving them a chance to take it back to their respected organization. But as a wrestling fan, I'm just happy to see it. And being that Royal Rumble's 2 weeks away, 2 or 3 weeks away, man. Ooh, things just got bigger, dude. I'm excited. It's gonna hit different when Tommy Dreamer comes out. Old ass Tommy Dreamer is gonna come out and throw out one of our dudes, dude. It's gonna be iconic.
It's going to be crazy because hopefully, when it comes to Royal Rumble, if Tommy Dreamer is one of the 30 participants in the Rumble, I hope they don't have to get that cart that you saw back in WrestleMania where they had to take Andre and a few of the guys
Oh yeah.
to the stage.
Sheesh.
Yeah,
Um,
just
the Royal Rumble in San Antonio. I don't know if you were watching it at that time. I think it was
yeah,
about 2 years ago.
yeah,
Man, that entrance way was ridiculously long, dude. I would have been
yeah.
winded just going up it, right? I would have probably gone in and jumped over the top rope myself, if I'm being honest.
I'm old school, man. I went to the Rumble back. It was in the '90s. I want to say '94 when it was at the Alamo Dome. We were
Yeah,
there. Obviously, that was the one where Stone Cold won, but eliminated Bret Hart. It was Bret Hart won, but Stone Cold cheated, came back in. That was with Shawn Michaels winning the WWE championship. He had Jose Lothario in his corner. I think it was over Sid Vicious or Sid Justice. Can't remember what he was called during that time, but it was a memorable time at Royal Rumble, and that's my next thing here before we go, man. Royal Rumble with this merger, are we going to be guaranteed to see TNA stars be a part of the Rumble now?
no, for sure. I mean, some of them made an appearance last Rumble. Well, granted, it was during the women's rumble, right? But I'm looking
Yeah,
forward to seeing like the likes of Moose and like I said, maybe TNA World Champion Nick Nemeth makes an appearance. Possibilities are endless, dude. That's all I could keep on saying, right?
yeah.
Really looking forward to the Rumble. I mean, at the end of the day, it doesn't matter because they're all going to drop the ball to the GOAT Roman Reigns, in my opinion. Everyone's rooting for Cena, but I'm not a fruity pebble kid. If you know, you know.
Oh
That was
God.
one of the Rock's biggest insult. Cena, you went from being a thug to rocking all these colors. You're a fruity pebble, bro. Come on.
That is the Doctor of Style, Sith, there joining the Rated R Sports Star here on STL 316. And I kind of like the title of maybe going with All Champions podcast.
All Champions podcast. Yeah, yeah. I
I
mean,
don't know.
that'll
Maybe
work.
that'll work, or maybe we'll stick to STL 316. We'll leave it to you guys out there. See how you feel about a name. But one thing is for sure, TNA, WWE merged. You're going to start seeing these superstars clash. Back in the day, you always read the magazines. Was it Wrestling Something magazine? Where
Yeah.
you would hear about the dream matchups with the Hogan versus Flair, being that they were in different. One was WCW, one was WWF at the time. You heard about these dream matchups. Now you can kind of get some of those here with TNA and WWE. The thing that I like is the fact that I like that a lot of people don't necessarily like this thing because they hate mergers. Back when WWE acquired WCW, it was like, oh, this is
Yeah.
terrible. WWE is trying to corner the market. You still have AEW, but it's exciting because you get the TNA guys. You just saw the debut of Penta. You've still got another couple of debuts coming out. Maybe there'll be a surprise at the Rumble, which they always surprise everybody. So may see a surprise. Do you feel anything else is going to be uncovered soon by WWE, or do you think they're done now till after the Rumble?
Well, they actually announced, I believe it's a PLE or maybe it's a regular episode of TNA. Well, they actually promoted it as TNA, believe it's Genesis
Yeah,
X NXT. So that's going to be the first collaboration show between both companies.
there you
So
go,
that's
man.
what I'm looking forward. I believe that's coming this Sunday. I mean, maybe it's me wishing for something that would never happen. I would like to see you know how we have the universal title? Well, this
Yeah,
would actually make sense calling it a universal title if it's eligible for superstars from both organizations. Because we have the world title, we have the WWE title, TNA has their title. What's not to say we add another big one that could be fought for by both promotions at any time? I'd love to see that personally. But I guess we'll cross that bridge when we get there, Rudy.
yeah. More details are going to come out, man, and that's the thing. I think it's a really good move by both of them merging. It's going to be able to give fans a lot of what they want. And you know what? We're going to see how it goes from here on out. Talking to the Doctor of Style, Sith. Don't forget, Sith and Brandon Big Poppy Medina down for the count. That show's coming back. They're going to have their thing going. When they get going on that show, we're going to have hopefully both of them on STL 316 talk some wrestling as well. As for right now, man, we're going to call it a night right now for STL 316. We're going to be back, hopefully, if not this weekend, maybe next week. We'll drop a couple more episodes, but we had to get the breaking news of WWE TNA merging. Be sure to join us tonight here in a little while for STL, which is Sweep the League TV. Go to YouTube, search Sweep the League TV, be a subscriber where you can get this content as well as grading the market, STL Music, The Big Show, STL, Sweep the League TV, just a whole bunch of stuff coming out. So for the Doctor of Style Sith, it's the Rated R Sports Star. Until we wrestle with the moments again.
Yeah.
See you later, guys.